What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode in the garage. Today we're working on some stuff. Here's a quick little preview of some stuff we're going to work on. Some stuff we're not working on today, so I'm just showing you what I got. Got some stuff coming in, still stuff coming in. One thing I think is coming tomorrow. It was delayed a little bit, but you know, I'll just throw that at the end of the video. But today's episode is brought to you by Oodles and Noodles, because that's all I'm going to be eating till this project car is done. So, the goal here, put this engine in this car, and to do that I still got some more steps I got to do to get everything ready, but hopefully by the end of next week we can at least drop the engine in there. Car won't be done, won't be able to start it up. I still need the ECU. There's still some things I still need to do before I can actually get 100% ready with the engine. For example, I still need to tap my oil pan, so I'm gonna try to do that next week. And I need an M50 power steering pump. I was gonna try to use the M52 one and then use brackets, but I mean the little washers and stuff to make it even up. But I think the power steering lines aren't the same either, so it's more of a hassle. It's easier to just find an M50 power steering pump because this is an M50 chassis, and everything will be easier that way. Plus, it'll go right onto the silver oil filter housing. So, with that said, let's go over and look at what we got here. We'll start on this side. This is my M50 Intake Manifold. I actually had this from, I kept it when I got rid of the M50 because I knew I'd use it anyways. I don't know why BMW decided to change the intake manifold and make it less, because the intake runners on M50 manifolds are always bigger than all the newer cars. So M52 intake runners are smaller. M54 intake runners are smaller. So every time they made a new intake, everybody keeps going back to the M50 intake manifold. Then we got shifter carriers. I have to change shifter carriers. I'll explain that in a second. I have a shifter rebuild kit, so I can get all my bushings nice. That was from Condor Speed Shop. And I already have the linkage for the ZF now. I have a stainless steel clutch pivot fork that goes in the transmission. We will change that today since it's right there. Also got a new pin for it. That was from Beamer World. And also from Beamer World, trans mounts. I didn't get any aluminum or steel ones because not solid ones. I didn't get any solid ones because solid ones vibrate like crazy. I don't want that. And then a clutch. I have a clutch flywheel setup, whole clutch kit. Got this from eBay. I said I was gonna do it. Remember when I drove the supercharged E36, the 330 with the supercharger kit on there? I asked him what clutch he had. He said he had an eBay one. So I got the same eBay clutch kit that he got. I liked it a lot. It was smooth, holds power. It's gonna work. But this clutch feels good. I actually really like this clutch. I think I will get this clutch. And it comes with everything. Comes with got pilot bearings. They even give you two size pilot bearings. I guess I'm guessing maybe M52 and M50 and all that stuff is different size pilot bearings. I can't confirm. I don't know, but I have both of them, and they also give me two clutch alignment tools that fit both. Got a throwout bearing in here. It's the full kit for super cheap, less than $300 for sure. So I guess we'll start with the easiest one, the trans mounts, and yeah, let's knock that out real quick. Super easy. And if you're wondering why the table is all black, it's covered, but I painted the Keurig. Bought sound Keurig a long time ago, and it was red, and it was fine at the time, but when we moved to this house, it didn't match anything in the house, so we never really used it, or we kept it hidden, out of space, and pulled it out when we wanted to make coffee. But yeah, it was a pretty simple process. Sanded down, sprayed it satin black, and it came out really good. I'm actually pretty happy with the results. I know it's not really important or car related, but damn it, I'm proud. It looks amazing. I like it. Anyways, let's work on car stuff. They are always cutting grass in the neighborhood. I ain't got time for that. I pay somebody. Well, these are super simple. Take the nut off. They have ridges right here. If you can see that. There's a ridge right here. If you can see that. Just match the ridges up so it doesn't twist all over the place, and you just tighten it. And there, job complete. That was easy. All right, thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next. I'm just kidding. And this will just go in the slots, and you tighten them again at the top, and that is it. That would be a job complete. Now, I'm not going to put it on there yet. Now, if I were to just swap just the transmission out and just drop just the transmission, you can keep that on there. It'd be easier. And that way, when you mount it up, then you just mount up your holes, and transmission's mounted back in the car. But since I'm going to put engine and transmission together and feed it through the front, I don't want this big ass piece to try to slide through, so I'm gonna keep this out for now. But there, that's done. I don't know where to put it. Put it on my shelf full of shit that's coming eventually. There's my drive shaft. There you go. Done. Moving on. Get my white shirt dirty. You know that shit Chinese. That shit got a damn sticker on it. Look like a price tag straight from the dollar store. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and replace this pivot pin and go ahead and add a new spring clip in there while we're there. This is, first thing you gotta do is, it's right behind here, but we gotta remove this throw-up bearing. It's real simple. It just comes out. It's not spring loaded. It's supposed to slide in and out. It slides against the pressure plate, and that's spring loaded, so when it's pushed against it, that's how you change gears, and then you release it, and then it pops back in, and it goes right back into place. So it just slides in and out. That just basically just holds it in place, and that is where your slave cylinder comes in, and it's a pin, and that pushes it. And it's more effective when it's actually all put together. But yes, it basically does that every time you push the clutch in. So we're definitely gonna lube that up because that's feeling a little dry, especially after I cleaned it that other day. But anyways, this is simple. It's springs. Take that out. So you push it together, and there, spring clip is out. I'm sure it's fine to use, but I mean, a new one's like $1, so why not? And this is gonna be, I think you gotta pull that out with pliers. Definitely not coming out with hand. So let me find something to yank that out with. Let's see if I can go ahead and yeet that out of there. It's so hard to grip because it's plastic, so every time you grip it, it starts to break. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Haha, I got it. Bitch. I'm mad I broke out in a sweat trying to break this thing out. Anyways, this is plastic. A lot of BMW guys hate it because it's plastic. Obviously, plastic sucks. Plastic wears down. It does start to stop working. And imagine if your transmission just stopped working because of this little plastic piece. However, can't be too mad. Think about it. These cars are like 20 years old. So this little plastic piece did last 20 years. So I mean, it can't be too bad. I'm gonna throw a stainless steel one in there now because I know I'm gonna be more aggressive with the car anyways, but I should never have to change this. So let's slide this one in there. Should be a nice tight fit. Let's go ahead and slide that in. So it goes in easy, and then when it goes to the end, that's when it's hard. So I'm gonna give it a couple love taps to make sure that thing is in there nice and tight. And that's not coming out. Job complete. I'm gonna go ahead and slide in that new the new thing on it, you know what I'm saying? Lines up with the ridges. And there, that's done. There you go. And that is set in place, and that's where the new throw bearing would go, which came with my clutch kit. I'm not doing that right now. So this job complete. You were in there, you stay your ass in there. Don't come out till that room is clean. My bad, that was my dad voice coming out already. So we did trans mounts. We're about to do the clutch shifter, trans, and all that stuff. My Guibo's actually pretty good condition. I think this will be fine. Normally when they start going bad, you start seeing cracks around the bolts. I don't see any yet. There's some slight tears right here, but I think we'll be good for another like 20-30,000 miles, honestly. I'd like to have the rev shift one that's aluminum and has all the individual bushings and can really take abuse, but like I said, I'm sponsored by Oodles and Noodles right now, so we're gonna do, this will do fine. I can always upgrade. I will have this car, rest of my life, so it's not like I have to do everything right now. So that's what I'm starting to understand, get the car running, and then I can upgrade stuff later as I go. So that's why I'm really trying to get this thing done. Definitely going to get it done before this year. I promise y'all. That is a promise. I don't break no promises. This thing will be running before the end of the year. All right, over to the workbench now. Now we got the shifter carriers. I have to change them. I didn't know I would. I'm not 100% sure. I still need to. I'll explain why right now. So first off, this is the shifter carrier that was out of ebony, with the M50. And I already had a short shifter on it, UUC short shifter, which is really great. I love it. I think it's perfect. That's why I want to put it back in the car. I was just going to straight swap just this, but they're different. I didn't know that. So when I was ordering the shifter rebuild kit, it asks you for the bushings on to go to the end. And they ask you if you want round or oval. I'm like, what's the difference? And I had to actually look it up. There's actually a difference. This is oval. This is with like a ZF or something like that. And this is the round. This is with the gauge reg. This was in ebony. You see how it's straight? And this one actually bows out a little bit and comes down. Now, it does look like it pretty much ends at the same spot. I still have the carrier bushing on that. I have a new one of those too, so I will be also changing the carrier bushing. That actually sits on the frame of the car, so I could do that later. Don't need to do that right now. But they look like they match up, like lengthwise, but it's slightly different in length. Like, I don't know if that much matters, but it also goes outwards. Now, I don't know why it does, so just to be on the safe side, I hate to be stuck and do all this work to find out my my shifter carrier doesn't work. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch it just in case. So I'm gonna switch my UUC short shifter and take out this stock shifter. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is remove this old shifter bushing so I can get the shifter out. Here's the shifter bushing, whatever you call it. It's not really a bushing, it's plastic, but you see it has ridges on the side that are thicker than the other. Those ridges stick in these holes right here. So you gotta pop those in so it doesn't stay in place. And it's I don't think it's that hard. All right, there you go. Got it twisted now. Yeah, it's easier if you twist it. I didn't know that. This is why we're here, so we can learn together. Shifter carrier is free. You are open, ready for insertion. Now, time to change this. This is real simple. Shifter carrier on the shifter, put it in the hole, twist it, and lock it in place. This one's a little bit different. This is first of all, there's a zip tie on here because it has little pins, and those are little screw pins to keep it tight. So I just put the zip tie on there. Actually, Stephen Miller put the zip tie on there just in case they fall out, and they shouldn't, but just in case, because if they do fall out, then your shifter's just gonna go where the fuck it wants. Just gonna remove this zip tie, loosen these up, and basically put it in place of the ZF shifter carrier, and then we'll change the bushings on this. So I need some tiny Allens. All right, found an Allen. Size is small. I don't know what size it is. It was just small. Just gonna twist this loose. UUC kit comes just like this, and makes your shifts really, really awesome. I'll admit, I didn't do this. I bought it, but Stephen Miller, like I told you about Stephen Miller, how we've been E36 buddies for a long time, and he's like the guru for me. He actually installed this on my car, even managed to get through the bitch clip and all that stuff, which I'll explain later, and he did it in like 20 minutes. I don't know how the hell he did it. I'm finding out now, but there you go. See, that doesn't have a white bushing on it. It just has just this. It's raised up, so it's a little bit higher, and that's pretty much it. And then you just drop this in the new one. You got your holes right here. Your little pins twist in the holes, and that holds it in place. And then you can use a zip tie just in case. And that's it. Super simple. I can't find the hole. There you go. UUC short shifters installed. Ready to bang gears. I'm gonna go ahead and put another zip tie on it. Like I said, it's just in case they are screwed in, tiny little Allen screws, and just in case there is vibration and start to back out. I'd hate for me to be shifting and all of a sudden this whole thing just comes up out of my shift carrier. So it's easier to just put a zip tie on there, basically just holding it in place. And yeah, let me find a zip tie. All right, I'm struggling with the zip tie part. My zip ties are too thin. I gotta get another big black zip tie. Hey, for once, the black one is smaller than the white one. Ha! All right, well, that is done. I'll find another zip tie to make sure it's covered. But as in putting it in place, that is a job complete. Now, if you're familiar with UUC shifters, you may notice I'm missing my bearings. For the stock shifter, there are no bearings. It's just one flat piece, and that's where your shifter linkage goes. Let me pop this thing off real quick. So this is the stock shifter. This is where your linkage and shift lever sits in, and stays right there. However, UUCs, they come with bearings, and my bearings fell out. Luckily, UUC does sell just the bearings. I think it was like 25 bucks just for the bearings, but it's better than buying a whole new UUC shifter for well, I think, what are they, like $200, $300? I don't remember. It was so long ago. But so I got a new bearing, so I can put new bearings in there, and I will be good. So thank God for that. To show you, I lost the linkage. Where's the lever? I just had, oh, it's right here. And so there you go. And that's how that sits in place. And that's a very good non-moving bushing right there. So go ahead and zip these up until I'm ready to actually mount the thing in place. So for the Condor Speed Shop bushing kit, I'll leave that right there. Good little advertisement. Y'all owe me $5. Comes with this plastic cap, which would be new here. I don't need it because I have a UUC shifter. You get 2 new clips for your shift arm thing, whatever it's called. Sorry, I'm not good with names. And that also comes with a bushing, which goes on the inside. I just threw it on there for demonstration purposes. Like I said earlier, either round or oval bushings at the end. These are for actually mounting it to the transmission. And it's good to have good bushings because they won't wobble all over the place. It'll make your shifting really nice and won't do all that and crap. So it's necessary. You're gonna take a razor, you're just basically cut it off. This is just rubber, the old one's just rubber. And try not to cut yourself. I am clumsy as hell, so I might cut myself. This is really pretty tough. I am dirtying up my shirt right now. God damn it. And it's gonna cut one ear off, basically, and then you can slide it through the other side. Wow, this thing is really, really strong. Did I just break my razor? The fuck? There. So you just use force, man. Fuck this shit. There you go. It's rubber bushing. That's your old one. It's gone now. Trash. There's your oval hole. Oval. You're gonna use your oval bushings, and these are way easier to install because it's just 2 pieces instead of 1. So put one side in. It should go straight in when you put it in an oval. Damn, didn't I play this game in like 4th grade? Pretty tough. It is a bushing. It's plastic, but like, I don't know. It should last long. And the other side, and there you go. Just push that in, and that is done. So my shifter carrier is ready. I just need a bigger zip tie. So let's go show you what this does. All right, back over here at the transmission. These are the shifter carrier bushings because it's the only bushing in the shifter carrier, which carries your shifter. Self-explanatory. This goes really, really snug in here. I'm not going to put it all the way in there, but you can see you just kind of wiggle, 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 wiggle. And that makes it super, super tight. So that way when you're shifting, there's no wobble back and forth. I wish I showed my old bushing in there, because my old bushing did wobble, so that would cause some rattling sounds and stuff like that. So now my shifting should be straight, exactly where I want it. No wobbling, no crazy wobbling. Then This is your bitch clip. Anybody with an E36 have heard of the term bitch clip. This is exactly what it is. So let's just say this is all the way in here. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and push it all the way in there. Let me wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Bitch clip. And that holds it all together. It's gonna take me some adjusting, a lot of adjusting to get the thing in there perfect the first time. You see why they call it the bitch clip? This is a pain in the ass, and this is with the transmission on a table. So imagine the transmission up in the car, and you're like under a lift and doing the YMCA dance, trying to do all this. It's a bitch. And I ain't even clipped it in yet. Bam. Woo. That's tight. That's tight. All right, was that not only a bitch to get in place, especially with the new bushing. Old bushing would have been fine. But it's also a bitch clip because the way it clips and unclips. You see how this thing lines up? It lines up to go right here. So you would push it down very, very hard because that little, try to zoom in for y'all, that little nipple edge clip sits right under this tab. So that thing is super tight when it's in place. When it's finally in place, that thing is not going anywhere. Ow. Oh, there. You hear that clip? All right, so now the bitch clip is on, or shifter carrier clip, I think is what it's called. Bitch clip is on. That thing is never coming off. This thing is super tight because I got a brand new bushing in here. The reason it's a bitch clip because, like I said, if you're in the car and you have to reach, you would have to reach over the drive shaft, and you'll have another shifter thing here for your shifter, and then you'd have to. Best way to either, a lot of people just break it and they just pry right here and break the clip that's on the inside, or if you can manage to get a stubby and you use this as leverage, you can use that and pry it up just like that. I'm scared to break mine, so I'm gonna, but you see what it does. I don't want to break it because I don't want to buy another one. So I'm just gonna put it back and, damn, I already bent it now. All right, I kind of fucked mine up, but it's still not gonna come off because it still have to come over the lip, but that's fine. Leave it alone, it's in there. We're good. Shit. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on because everything is in place now, and then I'm gonna go ahead and shift some gears for fun. So also with the kit, you get these plastic washers. That just goes on that side, that's it, just on that side. You only get one on each thing, so that's it. And then you get new clips, and you would pop the clip in that way when you lock it in place. So let's go ahead and start off with this one, and clip it in place, and that's it. That's attached. Let's go ahead and put it in the gear selector, and that is attached. There. Everything is done on the transmission. Wait, turbo. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm gonna try to break this transmission. Woo! I think that's it for right now. Like I said, I got the M50 Manifold stuff coming in the mail hopefully tomorrow, and then I will go ahead and do that and then finish up the video. But for now, we're done. Getting excited. See you guys tomorrow. It's tomorrow. Welcome back. I just started editing this video up to this point. This is a long video. I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting this video to be 30 minutes. There's a lot of information in there. Hopefully you guys learned something from it. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. But let's go ahead and knock out this last part real quick. I'm gonna try to make it quick so I don't keep y'all much longer. But my box is here. Let's go ahead and open it and do this thing. Seriously? You serious? A bag of ton of a bag? Why don't you just put the label on that bag? Alright, this is what we got. This is for using an M50 manifold on an M52, which is actually pretty simple. You don't have to do everything because, for one, I already have an M50 throttle body. So if I had an M52 throttle body, it's not a direct fit on the M50 manifold. So you would need an adapter plate for that, which you can also buy from a lot of people, but I don't need that. This is already connected. Everything's good. I got this straight from Ebony anyway, so I'm lucky on that part. So I don't have to do anything to this at all. We're already good there. What we're working on is the back. So this is the Rally Road M50 Icb Fitting. This little guy replaces this big ass thing. And I'm not going to be running the CCV, the oil separator. Kind of looks like a cone. It looks like this. It's really big and annoying, and I already threw that shit away. I should have saved it so I could throw it away for y'all. It's basically like a catch can, but I'm going to be running a different catch can, but I don't have it yet, so I don't have to do that right now, but that will be later. But let's go ahead and get this out of here. And then I also have all new silicone hoses for my ICV. And they sent me hose clamps too, which is awesome because I didn't know where mine were. All right, got this cleaned up. Now I'm gonna pop this thing in. You also need a zip tie, which they give you. Oh, it's a big black zip tie I need, but I gotta use it for something else. Find another one. But it goes rubber seal down. Especially, this is for like boosted cars too. Hold on. Supposed to make it nice. There we go. Yeah, that's tight. See, it's hard to pull out too. This is, I don't know what material that is, but it's not plastic, and that's good because there's gonna be a lot of boost going through there. And usually some people run freeze plugs right there. They don't have anything, but then you don't have an idle control valve, and then that kind of messes up an E36 too. So this way, I can still use idle control valve and not have to worry about boost. And all you do is just zip tie that together right there. And now time for the ICV. All right, got this installed. Super easy, pretty straightforward. From the red thing, you use your short. Short goes to the ICV. Then you use your long, and your long goes back into the throttle body elbow. Now this is open. Remember, also there is an orientation arrow. Said that earlier. So that goes from throttle body elbow through and to the back of the intake manifold. But this, you can keep this open. Not open. You can plug it or have a hose going straight from your valve cover to there. I'm gonna plug this later and just use my hole for the valve cover to make it into a catch can, and that's it. But we're good here. And these two holes in the bottom of the throttle body, they are for coolant intake and outtake for the coolant, and that's just to warm up your throttle body when it's cold, which you don't need. You can leave that open, it's fine. I still have these to do, so don't leave yet unless you want to. You don't have to, but these pretty much just swap them. Okay, I might need a little flathead. Well, there you go. Pull them out and then put the other ones in. So I'm gonna do that real quick. It's just literally just pull out and pull in. Super simple. All right, and this is the last one. There you go. It'll be a nice new seal. Now, one more thing to do. Don't leave yet. One more thing to do. The intake air temp sensor. So if you remember, Dave gave me this thing for this. This is a M50 Intake Manifold sensor.
Basically, there's a little clip here to go into the M52 manifold.
Yeah.
And he puts it on the lathe and threads it so it threads into your M50 manifold.
Slick.
Yeah. So dab some RTV or JB weld on there, and then don't break it. Obviously threaded plastic. It was not designed to be threaded, so don't like smash it in there.
Gotcha. It's just tight enough.
Yeah, but throw some sealant on there because you're gonna be running boost.
Okay. But of course, the car is an M52 now, so it's gonna be an M52 wiring harness. So I need an M52 one for this. So this is different. I need to change this, and it's threaded. I don't know exactly where you can get it from right now. I'll post it in the description with a bunch of everything, like everything else I got today. So if you want to do some of this stuff, you can. So let me just go ahead and swap this out, and we're done. So sorry for keeping you so long. All right, to swap this, you have to loosen this little threaded thing right here, which I think is a 19. That's about a 19. It's a really weird angle though, because you can't go straight over, and a socket doesn't fit. I already tried. So let me play with this angle for a minute. Oh! Alright, that was a little bit of a pain in the ass, but I finally got it. So, don't need you. You are old news. I need you. You are new news. I'm just going to twist that in there. Don't have to twist it crazy because this is not, it's modified. It's not supposed to be threaded. I think they thread them so they can. All right, got the thing seated. We are done now. We are finally done. I had to use pliers because twisting it by hand wasn't really working as easy as I thought, but couldn't twist too hard because it is plastic. Didn't want to break it, but success, very nice. Also broke this, but it was suspect anyways, and I needed to change that anyways. So, but that's it. We're done. Just tight enough.
Yeah, but throw some sealant on there because you're gonna be running boost.
Okay.
But throw some sealant on there because you're going to be running boost.
Damn. Alright, well thank you guys for watching that extremely long video. Sorry I didn't mean to make it so long, but there is a lot of stuff in there. Hopefully you guys learned something. So as long as you learned something, then I guess it was worth the watch. If not, maybe it was still entertaining. But I think my noodles are done. Gotta go. You want to try something crazy? Put cheese in your oodles and noodles. Just one slice of cheese. But you gotta do it when the water's hot though. That way it dissolves. But don't use no cheap cheese. Gotta be Kraft. If you use cheap cheese, it's gonna be glue. You need it to dissolve. Good stuff right here. Just try it. You never know. You might like it.